late April. It's 70 degrees out and the mushrooms are popping. And I'm in the barn here, butchering music. I'm going mushroom hunting. Now throughout this video, I'll try to offer some tips to make you a better morel mushroom hunter. So pay attention. Let's get started. Oh, and in case you're wondering what's in the cooler, water. Quite a few waters. Tip number one when looking for morel mushrooms is don't spend a lot of time looking where they don't grow. Tip number two, if you can afford it, I strongly recommend getting an E-Trex 20. When you do go out, especially in areas you're not familiar with, and you do find a patch of mushrooms, you can plug it into this and then just resort back to it season after season after season and go right to that same spot. Now I've had this for 5 years. I still haven't figured out how to turn it on yet, but that's okay. Just the confidence that it exudes with me carrying it in my pocket is good enough for me. Tip number three, when you're looking, slow down. Pay attention to the ground instead of just barreling through. You could be passing a bunch of them up, walking right by them, because you're not going slow enough. Dang twigs. You know, I'll even go as far as to say when you slow down, just sit down for a while. Sit down and take a look at your surroundings, and you never know, some morels just might appear. Now I've sat here for about 5 minutes and I don't see anything, but I'll continue to do this every once in a while. Tip number 4, or maybe this is tip number 5, is know the identification of the mushrooms you're after. In this case, we're after gray morels. And I think the Latin term for those, or the scientific name, is Grayus mycolobus fungus. And I'm just not seeing any around here. Now I did find a patch of about 200 of these right here. But I can tell you this isn't a gray mushroom. And it's a lot bigger than the grays I'm used to finding. And I'm certainly not going to pick anything I'm unfamiliar with. We'll just keep looking. Here's a bonus tip. If you can't find morels, but you know of a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy that finds hundreds of them, tell that guy, hey, you take me out mushroom hunting for a day and I'll give you some fresh caught walleye. You don't have to tell him the walleye is tilapia you bought at Walmart and rebagged and labeled it. You probably won't know the difference, but you'll find a new spot to go mushroom hunting. Well, thanks for joining me today on this video on some of my personal tips on making you a better mushroom hunter. We didn't have much luck today, but that's okay. You're not always going to find them. Next time we will, especially if you go out and you apply some of the tips that I shared with you today. So until next time, cheers. I have no idea where the hell I'm at. Tip number 6. Pack a bag of popcorn when you go mushroom hunting in a wood you've never been in. Leave a trail as you go from your entry point so you can find your way out.